Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Snags it quickly on the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The give is to Williams. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, that the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. He just finds a way to make those chunk.
Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, you got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Picks up the first down. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll take it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. The screen. He's got wheels. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Going for 6. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. team.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Defense in press coverage. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Throwing Mack. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Gets rid of it. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Austin Mack. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The give is to Williams. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Creates a little spit. There's some room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Options galore here. 2nd and just a few inches. Quarterback making checks. The give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. On the move. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. You want to come across the middle? I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking up the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready. Now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th. First half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. up there. Third down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here's all the room there. Touchdown time! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot catching him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Carr from the gun on third down. Got his man. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline, looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game. And maybe I stick to it for another play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they rode up and stopped him.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. Got a nice job by the defensive lineman. And get off the football.
And he's in. Touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Mack, under fire. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. So now it's second and long. Kicked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he makes the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mack. Makes the catch, it's Rodgers. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Using his feet. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage, and they can stop the clock with a timeout if they so choose. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Carr to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The run inside. It's Williams. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up a couple. Here comes second and 8. Play action, C.J. Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Trying play action. Extending the play. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody sticks with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tide ready to roll on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The give is to Williams. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Oh, he's got a chance. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll be brought down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw
drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Carr. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you...
Taking some room here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
From the gun, running back on the move. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Back from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Look out, he's finding some room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Punts it out of the air. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Austin Mack. fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Again, it's Mack. Unloads it left. He's got it. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Mack. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
They'll try the bootleg for the 2. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to makes the grab in their space.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's second and 2.
I tell you, I love the play call.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're...
It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Well, they got a really nice drop.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Mack. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Running to Green. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset here on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing Mack. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. Just
and it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's brought down after a nice game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And a long run defensively. They don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Austin Mack bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Mack from the gun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Mack to throw for it on fourth. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse Butler, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Get it out to the supersonic guys. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on third down, Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quickly complete. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on the field? Why not just punt to get it back and just leave here with the ball? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. Backups are on the field. They get an opportunity.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Motion from the wideout. Makes a grab and run. Oh, it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Mack. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.